Welcome back everyone. Over the past few videos, we learned how to use Redux Toolkit with React as the UI library. We have seen how to configure the store, create slices, and make use of the generated actions and reducers. For the final video in the series, I want to showcase TypeScript support for Redux Toolkit and React Redux. As part of this video, I have set up a project behind the scenes. Let me go over what I've set up so you can repeat the same. First step, I have generated a new React TypeScript project using Vite. I've named the project React-RTK-TS-demo. The command to create a similar project is npm init vite@latest followed by the project name, which is React-RTK-TS-demo. When you run the command, it will prompt you to select a template. Pick React and then React TypeScript option. After the project is created, navigate inside the project folder and run npm install to install the dependencies. Second step, I've installed 3 libraries required for our app. Run the command npm install at redux.js/toolkit, React Redux, and Axios. If we inspect package.json, you should be able to see the 3 libraries listed as dependencies. Third and final step, I have copied over code from React RTK demo to React RTK TS demo. The first of those files is main.tsx. So copy the content from main.jsx and paste it in main.tsx. I've also copied the app and features folders, changed all .js files to .ts and .jsx files to .tsx. Expand and you can see store.ts, cakeslice.ts, cakeview.tsx, and the same with ice cream as well as user. We are now ready to start adding types to our project. The first step is to ensure our slices are all typed properly. Let's start with cake slice. Let's add the type for initial state. So type initial state. We have one property, number of cakes, and this is of type number. And then on line 7, const initial state is of type initial state. Next, we add the type of action parameter in the reducer function. For that, we import payload action type from Redux Toolkit. On the restocked function, we add state, action, and this is of type payload action, and the payload type is number. And that should be it. We have typed our state and the actions. Let's repeat the same for ice cream slice. First, the state. Type initial state is going to have one property, which is number of ice creams, and this is of type number. On line 8, initial state is of type initial state. Next, import payload action type from Redux Toolkit and use it for the restocked reducer. This is of type payload action, where the payload is number. Finally, let's add types for the user slice. Now the createSlice function has a red squiggly because reducers is a mandatory property. Let's add it and set it to an empty object. Now back to our state. So type initial state, and this is an object. First, we have the loading flag, which is Boolean. Next, we have the users property. And this is an array of users where each user is an object from JSON placeholder. Now that user object has quite a few properties, but we are only interested in ID and name for our component. So let me create a new type user with ID and name. ID is of type number and name is of type string. Now users will be an array of user type. Finally, error is going to be of type string. So initial state is of type initial state. Next, import payload action type from Redux Toolkit, and on the fulfilled reducer, specify action is of type payload action, and the payload is an array of users. Finally, we have a red squiggly in the rejected reducer, as action.error.message can be undefined. So let's add a default error message. Something went wrong. And that completes the 3 slices. Next, we need to type our store. We're going to export 2 inferred types from store.js, the root state type and the app dispatch type. So export type root state, and this is going to be the return type of store.getState. Next, export type app dispatch, and this is going to be type of store.dispatch. We are going to use these types to type the use selector and use dispatch hooks from React Redux. And the convention is to create a new file in the app folder called hooks.ts. Here at the top, import from React Redux typed useSelector hook, useDispatch, and useSelector. We are also going to import the 2 types we have just exported. So import type root state and app dispatch from store. Next, we're going to export the typed version of useSelector and useDispatch. So export const useAppSelector, and this is going to be of type typed useSelector hook, where the state is root state. To this, we assign useSelector. On the next line, export const useAppDispatch, and this is going to be equal to a function which returns the useDispatch hook with parentheses, and this is of type appDispatch. Finally, we will use these 2 hooks in every component. If we head over to cakeview.tsx, you can see we have a type error for our selector function. To fix this, import useAppSelector and useAppDispatch from hooks.ts and replace useSelector and useDispatch. So import useAppSelector and useAppDispatch and use them instead of useSelector and useDispatch. Now there are no TypeScript errors. If you change number of cakes to number of ice creams, TypeScript will flag that. If you also try to dispatch a numeric string 5, TypeScript will once again flag that as an error. Let's repeat this in icecreamview.tsx as well. So copy the import statement, open icecreamview.tsx, comment out useSelector useDispatch from React Redux, and instead paste your import statement. Replace useSelector with useAppSelector and useDispatch with useAppDispatch. Finally, do the same in userview.tsx. Copy the import statement, comment out the existing import, paste it, use AppSelector instead of useSelector, and use AppDispatch instead of useDispatch. If you now start this application, so cd React Redux Toolkit TypeScript demo, npm run dev, we have the hello page from app.tsx because I've forgotten to replace the file. So if I quickly open the other project, navigate to app.jsx, copy the code, paste it in our current project, save it, head back to the browser, we should have our cake and ice cream shop application. Order cake, restock cakes, order ice cream, restock ice cream, and of course we have our network error since our URL is wrong. Correct it, head back to the browser, and we have our list of 10 users. Our app still works as expected. This is pretty much the basics of adding TypeScript to a React and Redux Toolkit application. With that, we come to the end of the series on Redux Toolkit. We have learned how Redux works, how Redux Toolkit works, and how to connect Redux Toolkit with a React app. Now, as an addition to the Redux Toolkit library, Redux Toolkit Query was recently introduced. It is a powerful data fetching and caching tool and is an optional add-on included in the Redux Toolkit package. There is quite a bit to learn when it comes to RTK Query, and I don't want to rush it in 1 or 2 videos. So if you're still watching this video, please let me know in the comment section if you're interested in a mini series on RTK Query. Based on the responses, I will make sure to prioritize it on the channel. Alright then, thank you for watching. Please do leave a like if you have enjoyed the series, and until next time, take care.